Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and pad their win total.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Well, they've gelled right away, and I think it's safe to say this is going to be a big year for them.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions, and unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And, you know, Greg, that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that. I mean, the longer it stays close, the more the underdog starts to believe it can win.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Both good from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Randall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both free throws good from Randall. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Nene, the screen. And it's Anderson atop the key. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Outside Westbrook. Kicks to Randall. Laverne passes to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Randall, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. All right, now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you. And as always, Doris, thank you. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. McCollum. Shot is no good, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now, here's Thompson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's McCollum. Softly drops in the floater. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
He's guarded by McCollum. A leaner. Randall grabs the board.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Westbrook drives in. Connects on the 9-footer.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Dishes to Anderson. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Well, for the past month, it's been quite a three-point shooting display for these small forwards. Just check out their percentages from long range. While you look at the great, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the three isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
They are your classic dual-threat small forwards. Their three-point shooting is phenomenal, but they can still slice the defense open with their ability to get inside and attack that rack.
Here's Laverne, powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Nene, the screen. No good. And it's Miami the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three by Miami that went in. He's guarded by McCollum. There's the pass to Mirotic. Stolen. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there, and that one's good. Max got his first points of the game.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team, and you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
D, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Roberson. Pass to the great. Five on the clock. Here's Z. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business.
Miami with the ball. After the basket by Los Angeles. Simmons dishes to Mack. The feed to Laverne. Pass to Mack. Screen by Jones. From about 16. And it's blocked by Mirotic. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Mack. And it's going to be a 3-second call. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the great. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Chicago. It could go. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
Here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Taking a look at Los Angeles. To the paint. Here's Z, and that one is hammered home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Here's McCollum. After the basket by Los Angeles, he dishes it to Jones, and Thompson kicks to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Jones sets the pick for McCollum, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
Yeah, and they weren't used to seeing a team and not getting at least one win off of them last year, and that's what they're looking for now.
Rebounded by McCollum. Screen by Jones. Now McCollum, 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Poked away, stolen by Westbrook. McCollum passes to Westbrook. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Passes it to Mirotic. Z, defended by Jones. Good D by Jones. The Heat trail by 3. Westbrook drives in. The shot is off.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Nene, he's checked in for Z. And it's Korver in for Patrick Beverly. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Russell Westbrook. 2nd in three-point field goal percentage, 9th in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And back to your point, I mean, a lot of his effectiveness has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone.
Now here's Korver. He's guarded by McCollum from past the arc. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Westbrook drives in, feeds to Jones. Ball's knocked loose, and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Burns checked in. Here's Randall, and it's blocked by Mirotic. He's covered by Westbrook. Fires for 3. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
And the Heat with some changes. Simmons is checked in, and it's D in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Los Angeles, Kevin Garnett is checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for Mirotic, and the great subbed in for Kyle Korver. Here's the great, 8 points for him. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Mack dishes to Laverne. There's a good screen. He kicks it to Murray. Deflects the pass. 2 on none. No one back to stop this.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
And Simmons kicks to Randall. He feeds it to Mack. Off the pick. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Great's got his 3rd rebound tonight. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal
Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there.
They've been outstanding all season long at knocking down their shots. They move themselves. They're looking for the best shot, not just the first available shot. And as a result, they've been excellent knocking them down.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Murray looking for his first basket still in this one. The dish to Laverne. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Mack. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Mack's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Stolen. Kicks to Murray. And it's blocked. Wide open. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 18.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Picked by Randall. Here's Mack. No good from Simmons.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for the Los Angeles team. Daniel Green. Andre Roberson.
5 seconds left to play here in the half.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Los Angeles leads by 17. And time.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Heat, Julius Randle is out there with Thompson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's McCollum, and it's Laverne in at the center, filling out the middle. And Anderson gets it to go.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
That is good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Inside, here's the great, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's He's been making sweet string music all day long.
Randall passes to McCollum. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
Foul. Number 8. That's his first personal foul.
They set the pick. And here's Randall. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Shot from 16. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Anderson, a screen on Westbrook. Puts up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And the Heat making a change here. Jones is checked in. Here's Laverne, guarded by Nene. The 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Here's the great. Sinks that one from the post.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. For Oklahoma City, they come into tonight's game after a loss to Indianapolis. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder facing Los Angeles. Now fully recuperated from his injury, Justice Winslow is back into the mix. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Booker. Towns is out there with Lyles. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Lets it go with the 3. Second chance shot. Carter Williams covering. Another shot. And that one's good. The Greats got the first points up on the board here for Los Angeles.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
They set the pick. It's Durant with the drive.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Back to Nene. Turnaround Jay. The Thunder pull it in. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Here is Durant. After the basket by Los Angeles. Feeds to Towns. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Ball stolen. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. There's the feed to Anderson. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT. No matter how hard you played, you want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Los Angeles on D, trailing by 2. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Nene outside. Six to shoot. It's stolen by Carter Williams. There's a screen. He kicks it to Durant. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 6 points.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Nene. The pass to the great. No one near him. And he gets it to go.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Carter Williams. Defense is right there. Durant with a wide open look. Great look, but off the mark.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. John Henson's checked in for Towns. Hickson comes in for Lyles. Winslow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Johnson in for Booker. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to the Great. He dishes it to Anderson. Passes to the Great. From the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
It's tipped. Stolen by Anderson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Booker, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Hickson a screen. Johnson kicks to Winslow. He feeds it to Booker. Can't get it to go.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break. But for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now here's Johnson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes it to Booker. Hickson passes to Winslow. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's the Great, defended by Booker. Again, Los Angeles. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Looking to end the run. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the Great. He had 16 points in the win against Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Korver. Here's the Great, and that's not going to go. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles on top, up 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboard. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverly. Mirotic is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Garnett. Now here's Durant. Back to Johnson. Pulls up. No good off the front iron. Towns dishes to Durant. Got that one up quick. Durant's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Thunder. Beverly with the ball. The dish to Garnett. Korver kicks to Garnett. Mirotic the screen. Garnett outside. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Oklahoma City trailing. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Towns. Back to Carter Williams. It's stolen by Korver. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Z's checked in for Los Angeles. Anderson comes in for Mirotic. Thunder trailing by 3. For 3, Durant, and he gets it to go. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
And here is Los Angeles now. Offensive rebound, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. Second in scoring, second in assists, and they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The pass to Lyles. Back to Carter Williams. Pass to Lyles. Kicks to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Durant just inside the line. Cans the shot from the wing. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Carter Williams covering. Misses from close range.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And he gets the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
To the inside. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 8 points for him.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside Durant. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defended by Durant. Here's Z. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Durant. He's got 15. Back to Johnson. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The greats checked in for Los Angeles. And a new group in here for the Thunder. John Henson's checked in for Towns. Hickson comes in for Lyles. Winslow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Booker in for Johnson. Here's the great. He's got 8. Stolen by Winslow. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Nene, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Mirotic comes in for Ryan Anderson. That one misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Feeds it to Nene. Carter Williams covering. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Such a wide open look. He's got 6.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Henson with the screen. This one for 3. And J.J. Hickson is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 5. Hickson against Mirotic. The feed to Nene. Mirotic the screen. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Stolen by Nene.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. .26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Carter Williams kicks to Booker. He dishes it to Henson. And here's Winslow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. It'll count. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Los Angeles leads by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the...
Kevin, you up?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, you expect the home team to take care of business, and they have. They didn't play flawlessly, but they held their own. Now we get to see the true test in the second half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
I like to see them create more points in the paint. The problem nowadays is that defenses can sag in, take away angles for entry passes, quickly double. So you got to be creative. Inside screens, back cuts, drive and dish. You need to do whatever it takes to get the guy open.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
What a performance from Durant here. 15 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Carter Williams is out there with Booker. Then there's Towns. Then it's Durant. The great connects from 3-point range. The great's got 11 points.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Outside Durant. Carter Williams kicks to Towns. Booker the pass to Lyles. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's Carter Williams. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's the great. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Carter Williams. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Carter Williams has got 6.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Anderson dishes to Nene. Carter Williams covering. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. He's got 8.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
At the top of the key, Durant. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And the Thunder making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Garnett. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Towns.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Good on the second free throw. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Korver's checked in. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Green. Johnson, the pass to Towns. Johnson the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Garnett. On the wing, Green. Los Angeles with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Beverly with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Green kicks to Anderson. And the 3 off target. Thunder trailing by 5. Durant dishes to Booker. He kicks it to Towns. There's the pick. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And Garnett misses. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Garnett. Mirotic comes in for Ryan Anderson. And the great subbed in for Green. Henson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Winslow comes in for Lions. Korver a screen on Johnson. The great passes to Korver. Knocks down the three ball. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Henson with the screen. Durant against Korver. Shot, high post. Got a hand on it. Back to Beverly. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Mirotic inside. Defended by Durant. Nene kicks to Korver. And again, Los Angeles with a triple. Thunder trailing by 6. Now here's Booker. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Henson sets a screen for Durant. And the Thunder, another three.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Here's the great. He's guarded by Johnson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the middle. Here's Mirotic. An easy 2 points on the layup. And Los Angeles leads by 5.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And Booker kicks to Durant. From outside, off the mark. Passes it to the great. Dishes it to Beverly. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Durant misses. The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we've got more NBA action on too. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Los Angeles leading by 8. Pass to Anderson. And he jams it with authority.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And for Oklahoma City, they've got Winslow. Carter Williams is out there with Booker. Then there's Towns. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
To the middle, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And Los Angeles leads by 11.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Carter Williams with it. In the corner, Winslow with it. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Anderson outside. Nene right side. Poked loose, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
And thanks for that story, Doris. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And there's the pass to Lyles. Shot's good.
They're trying to work it inside here, and they've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it.
And that one misses. Los Angeles leading by 11. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the dish to Anderson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Ryan Anderson.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Anderson. Thunder trailing by 13. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Carter Williams dishes to Towns. And here's Booker. He feeds it to Towns. Just 3 to shoot. Launches a 3, and he gets it to go.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Defended by Booker. Nails it from the high post.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Carter Williams, the pass to Towns. Kicks it to Winslow. To the wing on the left. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's tipped. Stolen by Winslow. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's the 3. Oklahoma City gets it back, and the dunk by Towns.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. breaks checked in for Andre Robertson. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Durant's checked in. And here now the Thunder. Lyles passes to Durant. It's Durant on the wing. Lots of room. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Anderson outside. Defended by Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 12. And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. That doesn't go either for Durant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. The 3. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Carter Williams hits them both.
It's been a good one for Carter Williams. He's got 8 points and 4 assists. He's having a great passing game and is knocking down those foul shots as well.
Not to mention just the overall fundamentals that he's put on display here today. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 10. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Satoransky. In the corner, Winslow with it. From outside the arc. No good.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're losing by 12. 23 seconds left in the game. Johnson kicks to Satoransky. Johnson dishes to Hickson. Johnson sends the screen for Hickson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Here's Garnett. It's in.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up, was going in.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille